Hey guys, we're back. Let us know how the stream's coming through. It should be much stronger now than it was before. Seems good. Excellent. There's something in the paint. There most certainly is. Awesome. Awesome is what's in the paint. Nope, nope. There's no food. Food's not in there. Flavor either. Oh, well, that was fun, guys. What a bit of a roller coaster we got going on for Halloween, huh? Spooky. Sweet, sweet nutrients. There's a whole lot of not that. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get started on some painting. You wanted to scare chat, you'd cancel early. Was the choppy stream set up for releasing that video? Yeah, totally. Yeah, it was totally intentional. You guys know it. Did goblins attack the stream? I think it was ghosts. Shoot. I did the dang thing. Oh, hi, Jen. Goblins did, in fact, attack the stream. I didn't realize that was you. we're missing our unicorn and the slow fuse, the bomb snail. No fuse, no unicorn, just Giordano LaFontaine in his true form. Anybody got anything fun going on for Halloween tonight? Or this weekend, perhaps? Or did you guys do everything last weekend? What's up, Papa Chicken? How you doing? Finishing your challenge mini and hiding its broken foot. Why don't you just fix the broken foot? Maybe paint Skevin, maybe play WoW, not sure. Nice. You're good. You're better than you deserve. Thanks for asking. How are you? I'm doing great. It's Halloween. I have the awesomest costume around. I dressed up in full mobster attire today to represent the Monument Mafia. Did you see that there are STLs available for Moodang? What the heck is that? It's a hippo. What? Pygmy hippo baby? Okay. Got your DC Universe STLs today. Super excited to paint them. That's cool. Made member, huh? Yeah, always. I've done my deeds for the Monument family. It's really funny too because we talked about this yesterday, and I basically I sat down and watched like 6 episodes of Tulsa King last night, which was great. Totally got me in the mood for it. Not that I've been acting any different, mind you. It's just a good old traditional Baby J over here. But we're definitely rocking it. Nice, okay. His expression is so much better. Let me add, I feel like it needs a little bit more like greenish tones in the hair. I'm gonna glaze some of that in there real quick using some green wizard's butt and a little bit of, I don't know, maybe some dark jade I like. Howdy, howdy. What's going on, Law Dog? Welcome. Hope you guys are all having. Whoa, Baby J is all dressed up. Blood Roller, so you didn't even see the half of it. Go check out our social media post today with all of us who got dressed up for Halloween this year. We're a swanky bunch. So just adding that nice little bit of green just kind of gives it a little bit more life, which is great. The green sits really nicely into the dark palette back here. adding a little bit of color to something is never a bad idea, especially when you're painting grays, blacks, and whites and stuff like that. Having that little extra bit of color can really, really help a model come together. Now it's taking that dark ivory and pushing those brights up a little bit brighter, getting more of that silver feel out of the hair. Keeping every brush stroke to just a little bit of a line. The really great thing you can do, I don't know if you could tell when I did it there, but you can almost draw a line in between where the skin fades into the beard or the beard fades into the skin. You can draw some vertical lines. So like if for example, if I were to draw this beard, right? So this is kind of how the beard goes from a side profile, right? So you have the ear is here, the nose is here, you have the eyes here, right? And then you have the cheekbone here, and then you have the beard that comes down. You can help blend that beard and the cheekbones together by taking just a slightly brighter version of the color as your highlight. And you do these really thin lines. Between, and it helps kind of give that illusion that hair follicles are growing out of the face, right? And then when you bring it up to like a brighter, right? You're painting the beard on like this. And then you're creating kind of that fade in between the skin and the rest of the beard with these lines. And it gives you this really nice transition between the skin and the beard. And then you transition that into the stronger shapes in the beard. Here, Jay, didn't your parents tell you to not draw on your hands? Mine did. Well, technically, I'm not drawing. I'm painting on my hands, so a loophole. All right, we need to get this transition from the light side to the dark side to be a little bit better. So I'm going to darken up this dark ivory just a little bit with coal black. And we're going to go across the chin. There we go. That's feeling a lot more like he's a silver-haired fellow. Let me see if I can't get a little bit more definition from the upper lip here, because it is sculpted on right below the shape of this beard. All right. So I painted it black just to have a nice outline for where that belongs. I'm gonna go back in with some warmer skin tones here. We'll start with some shadow flush. There we go. Make sure we got everything connected on the right side of his face there. You guys excited about the end of the challenge tonight? You guys have got what? How many hours? 9 hours left. 9.5 hours left. Hope you guys have gotten everything squared away. So we're just using a little bit more of this. Oops, that's way too thin. Shadow flush. I'm gonna do some shading around the face a little bit more, just to pull a little bit more definition in there. I'm mixing a little bit of that wizard's butt in, getting kind of this like gray color, nice and translucent. You can see I'm just adding a little bit of darkness there. Hit this cheek. And the eyebrow. We just want to get that side of the face a little bit darker than this side over here. Nice. Liking that. Game delay. Please, Baby J. Some of us have been done with this challenge for weeks. Months even. Hey, game delay. No months. Only weeks. Flapjack Nickelsack ran out of time on your second entry because you were doing two. Did you at least finish the first one, Flapjack? Whew. I'm a lot warmer than I normally would be. Wearing a lot heavier duty clothes. I was wearing pants today. Unacceptable. Can you guys believe that I'm wearing pants of all things? Ridiculous. I'm sure I'll get it done. What was the challenge again? The challenge was to paint something undead. Undead October. Ran out of steam on your original idea. Since you didn't get a chance to really start until the middle of the month, it was a whole thing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Trying to add a little bit more brightness here. There we go. Yeah, that nice little bit of shine in the skin. It's kind of missing a little bit of that, like, subtle reflectiveness. Just needed a little touch, a little bit of a push. Making it a little bit thinner even. Very glazy. Colors this bright can be a little difficult to glaze because they have a tendency to get pretty chalky pretty quick, so try not to go super crazy with it. just enough to smooth out some of those blends. Taking some of that shadow flush, we're going to mix it with that pale yellow that we've been using. Try and find a nice little middle ground that we can get to, where it's bright but not super duper bright. Also, because it's a little bit darker, it's not quite as pale. It'll blend a lot better. My name is. Do you ever paint in subassemblies? If not, how do you deal with stuff that just obstructs your brush access, but is still visible? I do paint in subassemblies for things that are more important, that I want to paint like really nice. Those I will definitely do subassemblies for, just because exactly what you're talking about. Some of those areas are really hard to reach, and having, you know, a model not attached to the base. I mean, here's a good example, right? Like, I don't have the robot attached at all, other than the part that's like sculpted into the base. Oh, by the way, Matt J, are you still here? Matt J. PSA for Matt J. Oh, there's a robot. Yep. I want to go over how to do some white with Matt J. I know you're here earlier. Matt J, are ye out there? I definitely don't want to give the example while he's not here. So let's see here. Yeah, subassemblies can definitely be a help. They're really obnoxious, right? Like that's definitely the annoying part about doing subassemblies, is it is just really tedious to have all the model parts be separate. It's really nice to just like have a model that's assembled and you just paint the whole thing. But if you're trying to paint it up really nice, you want to have all those things that you can see but are really hard to get to be more easily accessible and easier to paint. So having the subassemblies available is helpful. A lot of the time, though, I'll start with the parts that are hard to paint first, that are all in the like the recesses and stuff like that, so that I can glue the model together, and those recessed parts will be done, and then I just paint the rest of the model. Like when I paint the robot, I'm going to paint the face of the robot first. You usually avoid any skin subassembly. You can get away with it if it's artfully uh what's the word? Engineered. Like for example, this guy is in a lot of different pieces, but all of his pieces are separate and connect to a part that like interrupts the smoothness of the skin. So like his pants, his head, like the connection point for his head is right underneath his jaw and underneath the hairline. So it's really hard to see unless you're like really really looking for it in there. Um and then let's see here. Yeah, like the arm is a separate piece at the hand, but it's got a shackle on the hand. Same thing with this leg in here. This connects to the shackle on the base where the foot is, and then this foot connects to this here, and then the arm just sits on top of it. So there's very few places where you're in a weird situation where it like there's a break in the middle of like smooth skin. And that just goes to like good engineering for a piece. Yeah, you definitely want to go for the subassembly like parts that are really going to give you the most amount of benefit. For my soldiers, I've been doing heads and shields separately. For my cavalry, Chaos Knights, I think I went a little too far with the subassemblies. Um, yeah, heads and shields is great. A lot of the time for people, painting the head separately is like really, really easy. It makes it a lot easier to paint. Um, for your cavalry, I mean, I guess it depends on how far you went with the subassemblies. Like, if the horses are all one piece and the dudes minus like the heads and the shields and maybe the weapon arm, like that's not too bad. Also makes it easier to get painted down in the hole where the head sits. Yeah, yeah. Being able to paint the well, especially with Space Marines, right? Because their head is slightly recessed into the armor plates, so like being able to get in there and like paint the inside of that cavity is really nice. I think we paint some of the base today. I feel like kind of roughing out a little bit more of the color palette for the base. Take this real bit off. So we've got. I like the color palette here, right? Dirty, messy, gross, greens, and then I'll do cool on the other side. I like that. So if I were to start with like a mid-tone on this, I think something like warm brown plus something else would be kind of nice. Or brown gray rather, not warm brown. Um, all right, we're gonna do brown gray, and then we're gonna do caramel brown. And we'll see where we go from there. Caramel brown might be too warm, but it might also just kind of be in the right palette once it dries. Kind of hue when it dries. And we're probably gonna wet blend a lot of this, so because I want to have this be really, really rough. So I'm going to paint all these sections. And I think the stonework on the base is the same way. Yeah. So the ground should be the same sort of color. What we'll do is we'll basically establish what the bright area would look like, and then we're going to cut that area off with the cool colors after this part is done. What color am I going to use? I think we just use some of that jade, right? It's already that green color. Mix it with the gray to cool it off. And then we have our shadow color. And then I want to centralize that warmth towards the middle. So all this outside area here is going to largely be cool. That way it centralizes all that warmth towards the middle. Alright, swinging it back this way. It's all about the base. Adding fire? Nah, I'm not going to do the fire thing. It's a good meme, but I don't want to do that. right. Pumping up the brightness a little bit more. All right. Now we take this part. Bring that in. Get a nice little bit on here. It's time. Fair enough. Snow show? No? Snow? What? Uh-oh. We're dropping again. Are you guys able to hear and see me? Oh, jumping back up. Oh, jump. Oh, geez. Hello? Hello out there? Is anybody there? Can you guys hear me? Rut-row. Raggy. Ugh. Stream is dying again, folks. You can hear it's chopping. Yeah. And see that it's chopping? Yeesh. We'll take a look at it, folks. I can perceive you, but can you perceive yourself? I'm telling you, it's the ghosts. Halloween, it's the ghosts. It's gotta be. Turned into a Pink Floyd song. Is there anybody listening? I can hear you. Heck no. Tell Jason that he needs to get better interwebs on the official in the office. We have good internet in the office. Sometimes internet doesn't like the internet though. Like, for real. I don't know either. Alright, guys. Just bear with us as much as you can. Non-metallic mort is the last thing on your challenge entry, but I've never done it before. Wish you luck. Shark Arena, that's awesome. Means you get to have the opportunity to do it for the first time. $100 messages today was Restream chat. Look at us. All right. Sand. What color do we do the sand? Golden brown. Good sand color. You are only coming through in waves. Your whips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. Oh, shuckerinos. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us. Baby J, those are lyrics. I ain't spitting any songs out, guys. Not going anywhere. You keep on keeping on, Baby J. Thank you so much, guys. Getting this guy. You do anything fun over there, Chris? The internet. Darn Cox screwing with our internet again. They really like to do that. They definitely don't apologize and they don't let you know first. They're like, hey, we're doing rolling outages today. Have fun. You're like, wait, you didn't even give me any heads up notice. I couldn't plan for these rolling outages. And they're like, yeah, screw you. Let's see here. Gabe downloading all those Happy Day episodes. Hi, Avian. They did, in fact, leave Baby J in the corner. Turns out you can't put a baby in the corner, but you can definitely leave one in the corner. Doing a lot of stippling here. Don't stipple on camera, Baby J. This isn't that kind of stream. I don't know what you're talking about, but this is definitely that kind of stream. Not stippling, it's stabbing with a brush. Or is it? Whew. Hey, at least we're not doing an entire stream of painting eyeballs. That was fun yesterday. All right. And brighter we go. Huh? It seems to be hanging out currently. Yeah, it just went out really weirdly for a couple minutes. All right. Take some of that green. Kind of like mossy. Ooh, that's way too much water. Thank you, Christopher. Alrighty. That looks nice. So one of the things you guys can do when you're painting these like textured bits of earth and ground, that's just a flat model. You can do all of this super irregular blending and texturing and stuff that just feels like it's not painted super nicely, even though you're using really nice colors. To do it, it'll have that kind of like nasty feel to it. To the ground. It's just like little rough glazes, basically, is what you're doing. Nothing that's got to be perfectly smooth. In fact, the more texture you have, generally the better that it looks. You're salt of the earth. Something I don't get about highlights and I guess glazing is how much of the base coat color should be visible. Painting a marine face and I'm glazing in dark warm flesh on the forehead and nose. I mean, remember the glazes are just a filter, right? So you want to use them with transparency to be able to filter on top of or in the shadows of parts that you're painting. Cool. I'm gonna close this CPU thing right in front of chat.
Oh, let me do that. I got you. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. This is one of those things I was like, I don't know about this.
I just monitor.
Yeah. Question for you, Baby J. This has been rattling in my head for a bit. If you recall looking at the Weta Dark Angel helmet, there is an armor texture with it. The only way I can describe it is it looks like that World War II Sherman tank metal. World War II Sherman tank metal. Does it look like it's So he says it looks kind of bumpy. So is it like kind of bumpy, like vaguely kind of like marked, like it's got little like really subtle dings and stuff in it, and not just like a super smooth metal helmet, pitted? Well, pitted can go even deeper, right? Like pitted can be pretty worn out. But I think I know what you're talking about, Sharkarino and Avian. And the answer to your question is texture, right? Like that's what I'm trying to replicate on this, is an unevenness to the surface of the stone. Pitted is a good description. Okay. Yeah, I mean texture, right? Building up layers of different value of texture, and then after all that texture is on there, using glazes to shade it, then that's definitely the way that you're going to want to approach it for sure. Yeah, they probably added a texture to it so that it was more interesting to look at than just like a smooth, clean helmet, right? They wanted it to feel a little bit more rugged when they sculpted it. My brain is having issues on how to do so with paint. Oh my god, I didn't even know that this was a thing if I hadn't blown 600 on KDM today. What'd you get from KDM, Paint Liquor? Did they have like a... Oh, it was their Halloween sale, probably. Very small, rounded nodules? That's weird. Now I need to look this up. Hold on. Oh yeah, definitely like pitted. Yeah, you would definitely texture this with like stiff. So like this is exactly what I thought you were looking at. So let me see if I can find something. Oh yeah, that'll work. So if I were to do a quick demo, so we're gonna paint a Dark Angel shoulder pad real quick. So you start with your like darker color. All right. So we're gonna do that pitted armor that you were talking about. So when we start wanting to bring up that color, I kind of want an even like more screwed up brush. Let's take. Perfect. This is like a totally destroyed and dried up old dry brush. And I definitely want to create this like stippled, brighter texture, right? Now remember, because the scale is going to be smaller than the helmet, right? So those pockmarks on the helmet are going to be much more pronounced because it's a larger scale, right? So the person that's wearing that is physically larger uh, on the average scale of body types than this character would be. And what that means is that those pock marks are going to be a lot smaller. Curious about your thoughts on chipping medium. Um, I mean, if it is something that you are looking to get that specific technique out of, then it's great for those techniques. I'm not personally a fan of how it looks. Um, it's one of those things that I feel like you can achieve better results than what that does for you physically by just painting cracks and stuff into um, armor and all of that, right? So I'm not a huge fan, but I also am not the. That's an opinion, right? So we're gonna keep on stippling away, stippling away. All right. So like you can especially see it on the shoulder pad where you have that really uneven feeling texture. It's really subtle. It's not super duper noticeable. Adding a little bit of pale yellow to this. Keep on stippling. Keep on stippling. Okay. You guys can definitely start seeing it a lot more now. Yeah, trying to translate this in my own words thoughts. So giving the armor heavy freckles by stippling, very small dots. Yeah, like the belly's a good example, right? It's texture like stippling and things like that are the whole idea is to create visual like contrast between a little dot that's darker and a little dot that's brighter, right? And you can still stipple in a like a way that gives you highlights, right? So like there is contrast between the top edge and the bottom edge of this, and this bottom part is darker. That's because I've specifically hit the top edge of this and left the top edge darker. Same thing with like back here, right? There's not a whole lot of stippling that happened back here because that area is going to be in darkness. All right, now we got a lot more of that texture built up. Oh, hello, Mr. LaFontaine. To you, sir.
It's Mr. Mafioso. Mafioso over.
Yep. Showing up.
Got me on mute over here too. Somebody keeps hitting all the mute buttons for some reason.
I blame Christopher this time.
I blame him too
If he
for
was
pretty
in here.
much everything.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Why are you ruining this model?
Well, I am demonstrating. So Avian earlier asked about the there's a Weta sculpture of a Dark Angel helmet, and it has a lot of texture on the metallic. So it's got that like pitting and kind of like uneven surface.
Sure.
So I was like, well, here's some ways that you can replicate that. And this is the way that I was building this up, to build that uneven texture, to give the idea of the park marking. And then what I was going to do is take some of these other colors. What are you doing? Oh, okay.
I'm screwing the microphone stand in.
I was like, what is happening over there? Jason's making a bunch of weird noises, and I'm kind of concerned.
I'm scooting the thing around so it stops freaking bouncing all over the place.
Payne's gray. That's not Payne's gray. That's Payne's gray? Nope. Payne's gray. So we're going to take a little bit of Payne's gray.
Hello, Wad. Hi. Oh, I forgot I wasn't wearing my fez anymore.
Yeah.
I had the fez on most of the day. The damn little dingle-dongly thing, the dingleberry thing, kept flicking around. It has the fez dongle, and it kept hitting me on the ear and make me think there was like a spider in my hair or something.
Oh, I hate that.
I was like, ah!
That is like my least favorite thing ever. You sound like a dog. Are you emulating Cora over there?
I want to let everybody know that he's wearing long pants today.
I am.
I do not think I have ever seen this man in long pants. And he's in long pants with a tucked in shirt to his long pants.
Yep.
It's crazy. I'll go get the fez. Damn it.
So now that we've built up this value with the texture, we're going to come back in and we're going to glaze back on top of it to shade it all back. Jason got the Pez on.
I am fezified. That's the proper terminology.
Fezified?
I'm fezified. I'm the fez. Stick it up. Stick 'em up. I'm the fez.
I definitely thought I was going to get pulled over during lunch today.
I'm the fez.
From the Fez.
The fez. Jordan doesn't have legs. He does. I can see him right here.
Yep.
Fully pantsed.
Fully pantsed up.
He's fully pantsed up. Long pants, long pants. He's got long pants. Is there a planned day for the challenge review? When did you say it was going to be? Monday?
You were the one who wrote the thing. Well, we haven't talked about an actual day yet because there wasn't one on there.
Oh.
What's our next week look like? I feel like it's
Election Day's Tuesday,
so not Tuesday.
right?
Yeah, not Tuesday.
Because the stream will... Well, the stream may actually run because I'll probably do the stream while everybody else takes off.
Yeah.
Because we're giving the whole place an extra hour off to go vote if they haven't done so already. But I would say that probably Wednesday.
Yeah.
The
Or
6th?
Thursday, whichever. We usually do it on a Tuesday or Thursday.
On Tuesday.
But there's no reason for us to do that.
Well, the first hit's tomorrow.
Right.
Second, third, fourth. We could do it Monday.
Yeah, we do Monday. Let's not do it Monday. Well,
We'll do it Wednesday.
do it Wednesday. Yeah.
Wednesday the 6th. As long as the world's still around. Which
Yeah.
Age of Angra character am I? The Fez. I'm the Fez. There's not one, right? There's
What?
Choban. No.
They're probably thinking of
One of the
Giovanni.
shepherds wears kind of a Fez thing. We wanted to give everybody ample time to vote. The polls here are open till 7. So there's plenty of time after work, but we still wanted to give everybody time to get out of here and get home to their kids or whatever they needed to do and then go vote or whatever they got to do. If everybody's already voted, they get an hour paid for free. Who knows? We're too nice. But what is the November challenge?
You guys don't get to know yet.
It's no paint November.
Wait, what?
You have to finish a model with no paint.
Jason, that seems very much not on brand.
Oh, wait a minute. We sell paint.
Yeah.
Damn it. We should make it to where you have to do the entire model with spray paint.
What about monochrome November?
I was trying to no paint November. Do you need to buy a model to paint it? Yes. You have to buy a model. For November, we're going to give you a specific model that you can't paint.
Yeah, this is the one model you're not allowed to paint for this challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Holy cow, man. We saw a restaurant that already had their Christmas decorations gone up
What?
yesterday or the day
It's
before. I
not
think it
even
was yesterday.
Thanksgiving yet.
It said Merry Christmas at the top of the restaurant. It's not even Halloween yet. I mean, it was yesterday. So it's Halloween today, but they had Merry Christmas all over it. I said to Jen just kind of flippantly, I go, I bet the guy that hangs all the Christmas lights gave him a half off deal if they did it early.
Oh, yeah.
And then she said, oh, that's funny you mentioned that, because on the news, they were interviewing a guy that was going around giving everybody discounts if they hung their Christmas lights early because he wouldn't get so clogged up at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? Quit it, people. Just quit it. Don't do it like that. So we have an announcement for you guys and gals because you're here and you're hanging out with us and you're cool, right?
Or is this the big announcement?
Yeah.
Jason? Oh, okay. hold
Yeah.
on.
So do we think this gang is cool enough to?
I think they're pretty cool. They're cool cats.
Are they cool enough?
They're cool cats.
All right.
I mean,
You
they're
think?
certainly cooler than most.
Are you guys cool enough? Are you guys cool enough? All right, so it's not a Monument Hobbies announcement, even though it's on the Monument Hobbies stream. Jen approves. So if Jen approves, we can tell them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So tomorrow marks the first day for the existence of Color Forge North America. How do we know that? Well, because it might be us. That was perfect timing. That was perfect. Somebody likes us with the Fez and the mafioso, Giordano LaFontaine over there.
Yeah. Giordano LaFontaine.
Are you a bad enough dude to hear an announcement? Yeah, so we will be going live with the entire Color Forge website tomorrow at some point. I do not guarantee when. I'm still waiting on confirmations and affirmations back from the Color Forge UK team on approvals of all of our stuff, including the commercial that's going to run, all of the initial advertising that's going to go out, and, of course, the website itself. There will be 12 of the initial Wave 1 colors that will be available for pre-order starting tomorrow. We expect that we will be shipping those colors off of the pre-orders sometime around like the week of the 25th, if not sooner.
Thanksgiving week?
Yeah, Thanksgiving week,
Okay.
right before Black Friday,
Okay.
if not sooner. We will be starting to ship them as soon as they hit our dock and get unloaded. They are on the way. They have been produced. They are all paid for. And we have already done this, of course, because we launched the Monument Hobbies spray paints that are done by the Color Forge, and we've had those on sale now for coming up on a month. And so we're very confident in that entire process. The shipment that's on the water right now should be hitting us in the next week to 2 weeks. And so we will start shipping as soon as that is. But we're saying the week of the 25th just to buy us some time in case anything happens logistically during the holidays and all that stuff. But pretty cool. Will it be Color or Color Forge? No, it's the wrong way. It's with the U.
Dang Brits.
Those freaks. Giordano LaFontaine.
Yes. I am here.
Defresh says neat. Wad says, wait, what? You should have held it in, Wad. Yeah. Panic Bomb says, I had a feeling that's what it was. Yeah, so we launched the Color Forge North America website tomorrow with pre-orders opening up. Now, that is not something that Monument Hobbies normally does, but it's not the Monument Hobbies website, and it's not a Monument Hobbies company. We are just taking all of the wonderful things we do in the community and transferring it over so that we can offer the Color Forge in the United States. So we have like Ghoul Gray, White Bone, Desert Sand, Sunset Yellow, Sanguine Red. They're black, they're white, they're clear. They're silver and they're gold, so amongst others. So there's 12 initial colors, standard gray. I think I mentioned Ghoul Gray. So, you know, they've got 12 of the Wave 1, what we're calling Wave 1 colors coming in. We've got 6 more colors that will be headed to being on a boat next week. So that'll bring us up to 18 colors before the end of the year, and then I'll keep you posted on the rest of them. They will eventually be all of the colors available over here, but we've got to stage them for production. It's just too much to produce all at one time because they have like 36 colors. So we will be bringing them over in waves. So Wave 1 will go on pre-sale tomorrow, and then we'll keep you up to date on everything else. We will add in others as it goes. Which means that if you were to pre-order, you know, before Wave 2 gets here and Wave 2 gets here in time, then we would be able to add orders together, but we're not going to get it all that stuff. So just the spray paints for now, Avian. Ryan Ironwolf says, thank you guys for bringing Color Forge over here. Also, thanks for awesome products. Love the varnish and black and white primers. Love them. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, our black, white, and clear are different than the Color Forge. And the gray. The gray is not a color in the Color Forge lineup either. So the Color Forge is a great addition. We love those guys. It's going to be fantastic stuff. Every time they've released a paint or done anything in the community, they get absolutely ravaged by the United States customer base saying, when, how, what are we doing? How can this happen? You know, and so we're excited to have it happen finally. So to be clear, you're going to be a distributor, right? Like you guys didn't buy them or whatever. So we are Color Forge North America. We are basically, think of it like a franchise, not a distributor, but like a franchisee. Like when you go to McDonald's, you're not dealing with actual McDonald's. You're dealing with dude in your community that bought a McDonald's. Color Forge NA is the Monument Hobbies parent company running the entire business in North America. So all of the advertising, all of the communications, all the customer service, everything comes from the same people you know and love here at Monument Hobbies, just with different email addresses. So no, we did not purchase, nor have we been purchased by Color Forge, but we have found a way to create a partnership that, like I said, it's in everything but name a franchise agreement. The legality through hazardous material like that makes it very difficult for companies to operate in international jurisdictions. So we just made that much easier and used all of our tools to set it up here. And then, you know, we work directly with them on all of the supply and all that stuff. So, Yep. Mechanica standard gray for standard gray. And all of the Color Forge colors are matched off of the pot paints, not the spray paints that GW made. So realize that's one of the biggest things. One of the things that intrigued me the most is that they matched them off of the exact pigments that were in the pots of paint, Retributor Gold and all that, right? Lead Belcher is the silver, Retributor is the gold. So really, really great colors. Nice. Hands have been shooketh. Yes. Do their primers taste as good as yours? Not on. No. You wait.
Don't eat the primers.
Giordano LaFontaine says, "Don't eat the primer."
Look. Do I need to be coming to your house and shaking you down?
I was going to say,
'Cause
now
you're
is
eating
not
some
the day to piss off Giordano LaFontaine because he's wearing long pants and he is the enforcer.
I am the enforcer.
He is the monument mafia enforcer. So there you go.
Oh, break some legs.
So we're super excited about it. That's why I have not been available too much. We've been absolutely busting chops to get the website ready for launch. I've been putting it through its paces and testing today, so hopefully all of that will hold together. I do not have a time when it'll launch. I'm hoping it'll be early in the morning. It needs to be because we have our quarterly staff update tomorrow, and we'll be out of here for half the day. So
Tomorrow's gonna be so weird.
I got to get it done before we go to Gamers Guild. We're taking the entire staff to Gamers Guild for our quarterly staff meeting, and then to play games on a Friday night. So all sorts of awesome things happening there. Too much going on. Yeah. Giordano LaFontaine has a cricket bat and long pants.
Hey.
And he has the airbrush. He has the pistol grip airbrush in his coat.
I do.
That would be so good.
I got it right here.
That would be so good.
Got the pistol grip airbrush.
He's like, hey, don't bust my chops.
Why I oughta. I'm so intimidated. Can you put the bat down?
Paint better, says Giordano LaFontaine. You can come over and shake all the paint containers. You've never even tried a spray can primer source? Nothing wrong with that at all. I use them very rarely, but these are so good that it makes it easy to pick up a spray can and just prime your models. Right?
They are really good.
They're super good. So, and the colored ones are really, really neat, right? Because then you can do all sorts of neat stuff with them and get, models that are, 50% done when you're done with the spray paint part. Because you could do them black, and then you could do a layer of a color, and then a highlight color over the top of that. Yeah. Nice. Bud will be back. Why do I now want Baby J bobblehead whose hands can act as paint shakers? Wait a minute. Source says having to go down 4 stories and outside makes using a spray can primer anything but easy for me. Just hang out your window.
Yep.
You don't have a balcony? A fire escape? If you're 4 stories up and don't have a fire escape, I worry for you. Just go out on the fire escape. Yeah, it got me. It hits my ear. Makes me think there's a bug.
Take it off.
Right in my forehead.
What?
No balcony, says Source. No balcony, no fire escape. This does not sound safe. Although when you live in a condo building in the States, you don't have that either.
Is that true?
Right? Not anymore. Maybe in New York you still have to have a fire escape, but I don't think so. I think now with stairways and elevators and lack of high-rise fires, they don't care anymore. I don't know. Stick it up on top. Just put it up in the bucket. Oh, look at that. Avian says, I'm 11 stories up with no balcony nor outside fire escape. That just sounds wrong. That sounds like those people don't like you. Right?
Yeah, that sounds really dangerous.
Yeah.
Precarious, maybe, even.
There was a Christopher staring in the door. I felt prying eyes.
Does he have a bag of chips in his hand?
I don't know. Did he?
I don't know. It sounded like it.
Is there a Hottie Shriners convention in town? No. No. It's Halloweeny. Why would you want the fire to escape, you hooligan? So you could share it with everybody. I thought that's what the fire escape was for. Let the fire be free. Fly, be free. Burn everything. Paint Liquor says I'm 15 stories up, minus 14. Wait a minute. Source says this apartment would be illegal in the next country over due to lack of fire escape. Now, if Monument sells a bathrobe and a paint stick for my miniatures to be attached to, I will dress up that way when I prime outside in the park. Done. I am going to create Monument bathrobes. Only because that's... Actually, what about smoking jackets?
Oh, yes.
Monument Paisley...
Yes.
Like burgundy Paisley smoking jackets with
embroidered.
Embroidered on the chest.
Yes.
Right? We can all be Hugh Hefner. Right? Just walk around in our Monument embroidered Paisley
Whiteboard?
Whiteboard?
Jabe, you know. Monument Jabe. He's on the case.
It's only one color. It's mahogany. Mahogany with gold embellishments and a big white M on the chest. Avian's like, whiteboard game! Gosu says, damn it, I'm in. And then we need a Monument bubble pipe. Right? So when you buy it, it comes with the free bubble pipe.
Or is it a snail pipe?
A free snail bubble pipe.
Bomb snail pipe.
A free bomb snail bubble pipe. Well, that couldn't be free.
Oh, we charge for the bomb snail one.
So you buy the bomb snail pipe and you get the smoking jacket for free?
Which one's more expensive?
I was thinking I could probably go on China.com and get like a bubble pipe for 2 cents, and we could give the bubble pipe away.
Well, you give the
If
bubble...
it has to be custom molded as a bomb snail, it's no longer free.
You get you get the base level one, and then when you're ready to level up to the bomb snail pipe.
Now I got to buy 2 things?
No.
You see how these people just make more work for me, chat?
We have multiple things
You see what happens around here?
Multiple things to sell. More SKUs to build revenue from.
I was trying to give you something for free. Giordano LaFontaine,
Buy from us.
the mafioso that he is trying to get you to buy 2 things.
Buy 3 things.
And he'll offer protection with it.
But you got to pay me.
Oh, hey, so you want that smoking jacket. You want to make sure that a great investment like that doesn't wander off. So I think that I should be able to come by on Fridays and collect $5.
So it's actually $10, but...
$10 every Friday,
The
folks,
wind's
just to
splitting
keep
hairs.
make sure your Monument smoking jacket doesn't grow legs, as they put it in New York.
And
Boots,
if it does
cats,
grow
boots,
legs,
cats, boots, cats.
then you ain't gonna have no
boots,
legs
cats.
no more.
Automaton.
Automaton.
Can you get an ascot? Yes. Yes. And a toupee. It has to come with a toupee. A bubble pipe, a smoking jacket, ascot, and a toupee. We're turning the corner to the new era of Monument hobbies. Nerd swag.
Nerd swag.
Sugar Rush says, good call on Tulsa King. Watch the whole first season. Isn't it good?
So
It's just a freaking good show.
I'm like 6 or 7 episodes in now.
You're probably further than we are. I think we've only watched 7.
What was the last thing that happened?
In ours?
Yeah.
They buried the motorcycle dude that they shot and
You're
killed.
1 episode ahead of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just shot him at the end of the one you watched?
Correct.
You're at the end of 6 then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yup.
The next episode opens up with them burying him.
That makes sense.
And I think we watched that one and we've been watching them in pairs, but the other night we kind of started late. So a smoking jacket that can grow legs? What? You should have to charge even more? We do, to keep it from growing the legs.
Giordano can walk through my swamp for $10.
I don't think
I charge a swamp fee of $250.
Oof. Seems cheap still, Ghost Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ghost Hunter, like when you get there, like when you get to the direction, say stop the car here, that you're still a long way from where you need to be.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like big fan swamp boats motoring about, you know?
Yeah.
And a gator with like a cigarette hanging out of its mouth on the corner, playing a banjo, asking you what you're doing around these parts.
What you doing around these parts?
Vlad
Ugh.
says, spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I guess we
alert.
shouldn't spoil too much of it, huh?
I mean, we didn't really break any big stuff out of the. Yeah.
Nah.
A show that's about a gangster
Killing
From-
somebody.
killing somebody
Who
is
knew?
not a surprise.
Who knew? Now that sounds like a sticker, an alligator with the and Burt Reynolds. Yes, it's an alligator and Burt Reynolds. Back from the dead. It's Burt Reynolds' skeleton.
Oh, Bubble don't want no trouble.
Bubba don't want no trouble. So if you just created a new model, sculpt it up. All the sculptors. My sculptors are probably mad at me. I have had so many other things to think about. I have not given any updates on the next line of texture trainers.
Speaking of texture trainers, how would we feel about doing a texture trainer month for a challenge?
I love the idea. I just don't like having to force people to buy models.
I feel the same way that you do, but I think it would be really cool.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? How would you guys feel if we did a month where we did a texture trainer?
Is it a specific one?
Nope. It can be anyone. I think if we are going to say it's going to be a specific model, I don't think we should be able to specify which one they want to paint. Let them pick.
Force them, says Sugar Rush. Force the people. We've done it before. We've told people they had to paint a particular type of model before.
I guess that does kind of stop people from out of the states from participating.
We did just get the go ahead today to start selling them overseas. So
then maybe we shelve that one for a little bit while we wait for them to become more available for.
We'll get them available everywhere before we do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea though.
Yeah, it's something that I've thought about on numerous occasions, and I think it would be really fun. I had the same hesitation that you did, where obviously I don't want to force people to have to buy a model. But one of those times it's like, well, at some point it's just a cool thing that we make. And
hey, Ghost Hunter, we have a spray paint that'll take care of that for you.
True, we do.
Yeah, they'll be available over in Europe soon. I've got to start working on Wave 2.
I'm very excited.
The next
about that,
3,
by the way,
texture trainers. A dual challenge, like a texture trainer or something else. What? How do you mean? Like you can either paint a texture trainer or this other model? Because if it's just a texture trainer or anything in your library, I feel like it doesn't make sense to even stipulate, right? We just do what we normally do and do it by color only. I would like to do a texture trainer one that is a monochrome challenge.
Well, I was thinking about maybe doing monochrome as a challenge for next month. Not necessarily with the texture trainer.
One paint November.
Well, technically, you can use multiple paints. Because I would say you can use white, black, and then your main color. Because you have to be able to tint, tone, and shade it, right?
Yeah. True.
So
it's Boromir.
Oh, it's somebody.
It's somebody. That's for sure.
Wrong chair.
Oh, well, his jacket's in it.
Here, I got it. It's 4 o'clock.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh.
It's Boromir.
Somebody.
You have your horn?
No, I left on my desk.
Oh.
The Horn of Gondor.
I was being annoying.
When I saw him this morning, he was dressed in this and a floppy banana.
Did you have the floppy banana?
I was at Christopher's office. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you had the
Christopher
floppy
has,
banana.
Like, a little boy banana.
He gave me that eye.
That was a full interaction.
That was the whole. It's Ned Stark.
It's Ned Stark.
My character is
He's Boromir.
Sean Bean.
It's Sean
Be
Bean.
Boromir or Ned Stark. We don't know.
They are kind of the same character.
They are the same.
Well, not really.
I mean,
To some extent, they are.
Hi, Wad.
They're both dead.
They're both dead.
Seems like that's enough. They're the same.
I'm gonna stick arrows in myself than to decapitate myself.
That'd be so funny if you were walking around and just had a bunch of arrows stuck into your chest all day.
I had to explain this to like 20 people why I didn't.
Oh, I
mean,
I
not
understand
being able to,
why.
like, move your hands in front of your body the whole day.
That's why you put them in your back.
That doesn't.
Who's your favorite doomed warrior and why is it Philip? That one works. That one
It is
works.
really warm. As
Dude.
comfy as this is.
Wad
You're telling
says,
me.
Jen, I love your costume. Wait a minute. I'm not Jen. I'm Jason. Hi.
Hi.
Jen's costume was an umbrella that had dogs and cats raining down on it. It was raining cats and dogs. So
Cats and dogs.
they're not the same character. They just both die. Oh, you mean everybody that dies is not the same? We're all dirt.
Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure they are all the same.
We're all dirt.
We're all dirt.
Don't make me do the Dirt King talk again.
Where's the Dirt King hat?
It's in my office.
If you're gonna do the Dirt King talk, you must wear the Dirt King hat.
Dirt King. We should just keep the brown one around for when we talk about how everything is just dirt and I have to put it on.
Yep.
Sean Bean dies in every movie he's ever been in.
Not true.
He does in a lot of them.
What movie does he not die in?
Quite a few.
Adam Sandler.
He's been in a lot of films. I would say the trick is all the prominent films that he's in, he dies in. Oh, you know what movie he doesn't die in? National Treasure.
True, he doesn't. He gets arrested.
Oh, that's right.
He does go to jail.
I don't think they actually. I think
he's
in
not
National
dead.
Treasure they didn't kill hardly anybody, right?
That PG movie.
It was trying to be a
I don't think they
PG
killed a lot of
flick.
people in that
There,
movie.
I think there might be like one person, or it's definitely not a movie that's full of death. That's for sure.
Pretty sure it's
You didn't know Boromir died of heat stroke. He did?
No, I was talking about how warm this thing is.
Oh.
Like I'm wearing. I don't know if you guys can't see. Proper like leather. Full warm.
Along with a colored T-shirt.
What?
You have a T-shirt on.
I have not only I have a colored like peasant shirt, and I also have faux chainmail on underneath.
Oh, he does not die in The Martian.
In the movie The Martian.
Yeah, he is.
I think he's one of the
Oh,
flight
he's
control
like the director
guys.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like in charge of, taking care of the well-being of the folks while they're out or something like that.
He was the one that had to like help figure out the plan to
I'm back.
slingshot him back with
God,
limited fuel.
That actor that plays the main guy,
Matt Damon.
not
Matt Damon.
not
Matt Damon.
the
I'm
main
Matt Damon.
the main guy in NASA. Nope. What's his
Ed
name?
Wood. Or Ed. I don't know.
Anne Hathaway.
Nope.
Anne
It's-
Hathaway.
It's the guy. It's the guy from
I'm trying to think
from the newsroom,
of.
the anchor.
What's his?
You know who I'm talking
Morgan
about.
Freeman.
Not Morgan Freeman.
First try.
Isn't his name Jeff something?
Yeah, it's Jeff something. Mm-hmm. Dumb and Dumber.
Football Jason.
Yes.
Where'd you get that hat from?
The bag with all the hats in it.
The bag with all the hats in it.
Fair enough. Bag with the hat.
Philip?
I bought costume. I bought a whole truckload of costume hats way back when, before Monument Hobbies even. This hat existed before there was Monument Hobbies.
Wow.
Yeah, see, Sean Bean quietly dies from a heart attack in the background while everyone else celebrates. It was tragic. He dies in every movie. You just weren't
Jeff
paying
Daniels.
attention. Jeff Daniels. That's it. Jeff Daniels.
Thank you, Tech Elf. Jeff Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Jeff.
We are seeing the latency of Google search
Yeah.
right now.
Also,
30-second Google delay.
The Newsroom. If you've not seen it before, excellent television show.
It's very good.
Very
Makes it
good.
all good.
What the hell was that?
Out there.
Sound like an elephant.
Girl Scouts. Bye, Gabe.
Hey, where'd your paint go?
Paint gone.
Where'd your paint go?
Take it off. You might try driving in that thing. That'd be all.
That's true. Try driving in that thing.
I didn't. I took off to drive here to work and then take it off.
Fuses the grandpa from Gravity Falls.
Did we see Whitty's costume? I did not.
Grunkle Stan. That's Grunkle Stan. He's a grandpa uncle. He's
Grunkle.
I have not seen Whitty's costume. I have been buried behind a computer all day long.
Yeah, the first moment that you got to vacate your desk, you came in here.
Sit behind a different computer.
Yeah.
Did she do the vampire thing or no? I feel like I always see her as a vampire. Woody's got some pretty creative costuming ideas, though, so I wouldn't put it past her to do something crazy.
Bye, Gabe.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.
Be safe.
Where'd my brush go? What brush? What are we talking about?
I'll show
I have
you
a,
where your
I
brush
have a,
went.
I have a Fez dongle.
Add the impaler. Jason's drunk.
Christopher? Why are you staring at me all like that?
Where's your Amelia Earhart hat?
Why I oughta. Bye, Christopher.
We will see you back tomorrow. Are you still hanging out and playing with us tomorrow night? All right. What are we playing?
Grant and I are going to play a game.
Of what?
40K.
Oh, awesome.
He's going to ropes.
Grant is going to teach Christopher Maxushi how to play some 40K tomorrow. Look at you.
Absolutely obliterated.
Yes, he is.
So,
I feel like Grant's probably a pretty good teacher.
yeah, I told him. So
No, he's really bad.
Is he really?
Did you hear about the first time I ever met him?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So the first time I ever met Grant was at one of Kyle's Heresy events.
Uh-huh.
It was the first time I'd ever played Heresy. No. But it was one of those things where it's like, hey, you should play against Grant. He's a great guy. He's going to teach you the ropes, teach you how to play. And he was like,
Smoked ya.
hey, all of your Space Marines hit on 4s.
Oh, that's right. It's that yours hit on 3s.
They're supposed to hit on 3s.
No,
And he's like, yeah, all your Space Marines hit on 4s.
Well, normal Space Marines do hit on 4s, but you were playing...
No. All Space Marines in 30K hit on 3s with guns.
Oh, okay.
Because they'll have their
Well,
Rat-
hopefully
they're-
that's changed.
Good luck.
just here.
It'll be fun.
You know what you should
It'll
do?
be fine.
So Jordan, what
You
Jordan's
should
saying is that
ask
he's going to
him
cheat.
if his Space Marines hit on 4s,
Ooh.
and he'll get a great reaction out of him.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I will do it.
Bye, Christopher.
All right, gang.
I think it's time.
Got to go back to work.
You are all
Never go work.
so very beautiful and awesome. Thanks for hanging out today. I know it was a little bit of a weird stream just because we were expecting everybody to be here, but unfortunately, he got big things to show off tomorrow. So big.
Yeah, so
Large.
make sure that you, if you have not already done it, join the Discord, because we will be announcing it in the Monument Hobbies Discord tomorrow for all of you fine gents and germs.
You will not hear from us on stream tomorrow because we will not be on stream tomorrow.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
It's going to be weird.
It's very weird
It's
that we
weird
don't
that-
do a stream at all.
Yeah.
But
We're both
everybody, we are taking the entire crew to Gamers Guild for food and quarterly company update, and then games. So these lucky bastages all get to have a half day off. And then they get an hour off on Tuesday to go vote.
And then in 2 or 3 weeks, we have another couple of days off for Thanksgiving and.
I'm revoking
I
holidays.
get veterans now, so
Yeah, this guy gets even more.
I get even more days off.
I'm revoking all that nonsense holiday crud.
Sign my hand.
I can show you in the handbook
Sign
where.
my hand I'm getting Veterans Day.
That's awesome.
Tech Elf, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Make sure if you haven't, hit that follow button. We stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's the reality, except for tomorrow. Because tomorrow, like I said, we'll be off having all the fun. And we can't stream having the fun because Gamers Guild doesn't have good enough internet. And some of what we talk about in our quarterly meetings is company confidential.
Yeah, for our
Company
ears
confidential.
only.
So we will be sharing all of the big stuff with them. But remember, if you weren't here just a few minutes ago, we announced that tomorrow we launch the ColorForge North America website. So the first 12 of the ColorForge spray colors that have never been available in the United States will be available here for the first time.
Yay!
So
Woo!
awesome stuff. So keep tabs on that. Keep watching the Discord. We will have an announcement for the link to the ColorForge Discord as well, so that you can join in over there and talk about all their great stuff. It is a separate deal from Monument Hobbies, but it is sort of Monument Hobbies running it.
Favorite people get to run.
Yeah, it's all the people you know and love.
Yeah.
They get to touch your cans. Woo!
Whoa.
I said it. Yeah.
They get to touch your cans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
gosh.
hit the stop button. It'll be fine.
Oh no, cans.
HR's not here.
Stick around, everybody. We're going to find somebody to raid to pass you off to, show some love in the chat. We wind up and we will see you back here on Monday. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We're sorry we'll miss you tomorrow, and we'll be back to catch up in the beginning of the week. Thank you, and get out and vote. Do it. All right, gang. We're out of
Do
here.
it.